past 2 years, you've heard people talking about, oh, are we in a TCG bubble? When is this bubble going to pop? Is everyone's money going to go to zero? And I want to say, I don't think we're in a TCG bubble. Instead, I think we are in the era of TCGSlop. Slop is a word thrown around a lot right now, but I think it makes a lot of sense. And I'm going to tell you why. So the collectible market is estimated to grow by another $10 billion by 2031. So people clearly want this, and it's tangible and it makes sense. I think people are really craving human-to-human connection, and locals have become a third space for people who don't want to go to pubs or other places where they can meet like-minded people. Also, liking nerdy stuff isn't nearly as bad as it used to be pre-COVID. If you told people you liked anime back in the 2010s, they would, flay you in the middle of the town square. Okay, they wouldn't actually do that, but it was seen as like, oh, this is a strange thing, this isn't accessible. But now anime is very common and almost normie stuff to consume. I think people's attitudes have changed, and that means collectibles will not just suddenly go back to zero. I think the people who have money now like collectibles and have always liked collectibles and will continue to like things that are collectible because it lets them engage with something they genuinely enjoy. But I do think because there's a lot of money to be made here, there's a lot of easy money to be made here, and there's a lot of uneducated people spending money on things they don't understand in the hopes that it goes up. There are so many issues with PSA, and they essentially have a monopoly on the grading market, and grading as a whole is kind of like made up, by the way, but I don't want to talk about that right now. They essentially have a monopoly on the grading market, and they've been caught numerous times selling people's PSA 9s or buying back people's PSA 9s, regrading them to 10s and selling them on their own platforms. And then there was this issue with the lenticular deoxys where they damaged the card, changed the grade, and gave it back to the guy. This is really, really sloppy, and when a card is this finite, they can essentially control the value of the card because they can dictate how many more PSA 10s are going to get into the market. I also want to talk about how everyone's making a TCG right now. Yes, there's the Cyberpunk TCG, and I don't think that's too bad because they obviously have a big audience with the anime and the games, and the anime basically saved the Cyberpunk game as well. But I think they have a good audience. But then I look at Palworld. People are talking about Palworld like, oh my god, this is going to 10x, this is going to make so much money. They don't even talk about it for the reasons they like it. They just talk about the financials to it. There are clear issues with the cards, which are quality control issues, and people are like, oh my god, is this an error pack? Oh my god, is this like a first edition? No, this is just sloppy quality control. I think collectibles will keep going up in price. I think locals are a third space, and it makes sense that people want to connect with other people, especially when they enjoy nerdy things, and especially when they want to make friends, find partners, etc. It makes sense to do this, but I think there are a lot of people spending money on things they don't understand, buying slabs they don't understand, buying sealed products and hoping it makes them a millionaire in a few years that they don't understand. There's a lot of stupid money here, and I do think things will retract, but I don't think it'll ever go back to how it was pre-COVID. Those days, I believe, are gone.